How's it going, guys? Wandering Beast here, and I want to cover the Adventure Duffel. This is a 3VGear item. This is the third product that I've tested for them, and like everything else, I've tested it thoroughly. We have used this everything on trains, planes, and automobiles, and we'll cover all the features in it. And then what I did was I used it for my truck bag on Wildland Fire, and so I thoroughly abused this all summer long for Wildland Fire. Through dust thrown in and out of the truck, and you name it. And then recently, I've been using it for a lot of traveling. Like I mentioned, going over the passes, a lot of hotel trips, things of that nature, as well as just using it as a gear bag. I've thrown recovery gear in here, extra winter clothes for the kids when we're going out playing in the snow. Having a duffel bag that's going to hold up, that doesn't break the bank, is worth having around. Let's check it out. Alright guys, pretty standard duffel. It reminds me a lot of the North Face. They kind of have this propylene, almost tarp material, this Hypalon rubber coated nylon that acts as a nice durable barrier. Now this is not waterproof, but the top flap does overlap the zippers, and so it will shed any sort of rain or anything if you happen to have it outside for a little while. Like all 3V products, I've been very happy with the zippers. Standard sort of small duffel. You will see I've got some extra straps on here, which I've kind of left on there. This is obviously optional. You can remove these, but these backpack straps on the top make this very versatile to use and to carry. So a lot of times I found myself carrying this through the airport with backpack straps. So I've been using that so much that I've just left them on, but they are removable, just so you know. Standard sort of duffel handles with a little wrap that goes around there. And then you're going to see this daisy chain of, not really molly, but it's got some webbing attachments for each side. I still have my standard favorite little carabiner full of cordage. And then I have a regular carabiner that I use to attach to the fire truck on the back side. When you open it up, the lid is three-sided. The lid is also able to store small items up in here. Currently I just have a hand warmer and some tape and a few charging cords, but the main dump area is just one big bucket, and I've got everything in there from kind of a survival hip thing to some socks and underwear, extra hat. Don't need to go into the full gamut of what I've got in here because I just came back from a trip. However, one thing I would like to see is I would love to see a little bit more interior storage just to help organize those small items. Like I said, there is the storage pocket in the lid, and there's one small pocket on the very front here. So I just keep sort of gum or drink mixes and a little bit of change in there at the moment. But I would love to see at least some mesh pockets with zippers on the inside just to keep those small things that you're just sort of digging through this big empty space. As well as one of the things I absolutely loved about their backpacks is the interior color was that bright orange, and you don't get that with this. So it does tend to be kind of a dark bucket that if you're really looking for one specific thing, you kind of have to rummage through it. So a little bit more organization would be great, but otherwise this thing is held up phenomenally. All right, looking at the bottom, there is a heavier sort of cordura material that keeps the bottom protected from the side more rubber nylon that they used. And then I'm not really sure, but there's two little swatches. I'll have to put in a small photo here. I've got a very small nick, and that's the only damage I've received over the entire thing. And it's a completely different material than anywhere else on the duffel, and I'm not sure why they chose to do that right there at the very ends. But that's the only damage I've suffered through all the travels, Wildland Fire, everything else I put this through. All right guys, wrapping this up, if you're looking for a tough, durable little duffel bag for travel, gym bag, anything for your adventures in the backcountry, I would look at 3VGear. I've never had an issue with their stuff not lasting. As I mentioned in previous videos, I love their zippers, I like their design, and this thing has been bomber proof. I have put it through the ringer. Saying that, I would like to see maybe a slightly different coloration on the inside, like some of their backpacks, a little bit more organization ability. That does add complexity and would add cost to the bag, but this thing has been bulletproof. Again, the shoulder straps I've left on there because it is so convenient to throw over your shoulder, especially when you're doing a lot of traveling like I do. If you're just looking for kind of a bomber duffel bag, I would still consider it. Go look at the prices, go look at the links. This is Wandering Beast with 3VGear. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you down the road.
Thanks for all the love and support. You guys are amazing. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow the adventure on social media, and we'll see you on the road.